You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I think this is video 6 or 7. I can't think. Tomorrow's not Black Monday anymore. Just pointing that out. But we've got, I know many of you are thinking, well, I've seen every firing that's come out thus far. Where the hell did you put the one that was first last night, Raheem Morris? Well, I didn't, because I was knee-deep in the middle of that. That story broke during the Steelers-Ravens game. And, well, everybody was tuned into it, and so I did not do a reaction to his firing at that point. Weeks ago, everybody thought it was a foregone conclusion. He was out. But he won a few games, and people were wondering, well, maybe they'll decide to keep him. Well, not only did they not keep him, they fired Raheem Morris and fired Terry Fontenot. By the way, Terry Fontenot's the wise guy that thought it was a great idea to not hire Bill Belichick. How'd that work out for you, man? Or as Mike Lombardi used to call him, Super Bowl winning GM Terry Fontenot, who's never sniffed a Super Bowl. Anyway, you get all the smart-ass oozings off of Mike Lombardi's sly comments. I miss the GM shuffle, by the way. But I get it. They're down there grinding away, getting quarterbacks at UNC. So, I got a couple things. There was some Falcons stuff that broke this morning, and CBS has released a report of potentials for the Atlanta Falcons job right now. And I thought this was interesting. So let's check this out. And I wonder if this is going to be Matt Ryan's job. Right here, what you're looking at. Falcons will hire a new president of football. In addition to the Falcons organization, they will go beyond new head coach and general manager. In a letter to Falcons fans posted to the team's website, team owner Arthur Blank said the team will also be hiring a, quote, new president of football operations from outside the organization. Blank said that hire will set the vision and identity for our team, and that they hope to move quickly on making that choice so that the new president will be involved in other job searches. Interesting. Our new head coach and general manager will report to the new president of football and will work collaboratively as a football leadership team on all football decisions. Blank said, final decision-making authority will rest with the president of football. The president of football. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be large. It'll be the greatest team president. Oh, yeah. Blank did not mention any names, but word that Matt Ryan could return to the team in an executive role. Blank also said Greg Beatles has been elevated from team president to president and CEO and will continue to oversee the team's business affairs. He will succeed Rich McKay as the CEO. McKay will have an expanded role in Arthur M. Blank Sports and Entertainment Organization. Let me revise this last quote. Rich McKay will have an expanded role kissing Arthur Blank's ass. Because I'm fairly confident that's all he does. I'm just keeping it real. That and sabotaging every move the Falcons want to make. Maybe not anymore. Here we go. CBS Sports. Browns fans, you're going to love it. Why Kevin Stefanski tops the list. Oh, hell. It's wild. I mean, look, I like Stefanski, but it's pretty funny seeing, and in case you're wondering, what is going on with this Stefanski thing? I explained it earlier because of how the Browns organization is viewed around the league. However, let's also make something very clear. All of these national NFL insiders, and I'm almost willing to bet, let me just go over here and look. I don't know if Jonathan Jones is in on this or not. Yep, he is. That's CBS's version of Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, those national guys, right? Well, all these national guys talk to agents. They get a ton of their breaking news from agents. And so I'm sure Kevin Stefanski's agent is trying to get the fire out there, right? So let's just scroll down here. All right. The coach must be the most important improvement, though. Here are 5 that fit the bill. Number 1, Kevin Stefanski. The Browns are expected to move on from Stefanski. Well, they did. He's gone. He's out. Could he add Michael Penix Jr. to the mix next? Penix has been inconsistent and injury prone. He really remains a big question mark, something that wouldn't be the worst thing ever for a third-year quarterback if that quarterback wasn't going to be 26 coming off of an ACL. Stefanski's only 43. He has crafted strong running games and solid, well-structured passing games. Say what? Okay. Well, in fairness, not this year, but back when he had Njoku paired with Amari Cooper, yeah, Joe Flacco was pretty good in there. You know what? Hold on, folks. Let me read the rest of this. I'll tell you what I think. His Browns defenses have consistently been very good. He will be sought after elsewhere, but perhaps the Falcons and strong building blocks will be appealing. So they think that Stefanski's going to, hopefully, they can net or grab in or reel in Stefanski. They're talking like Stefanski's going to be picky about the jobs he's offered. By the way, I do wonder if Jim Schwartz is coming as defensive coordinator with Stefanski, then it certainly does make Stefanski more appealing. Because, I mean, look, that was a hell of a defense that Cleveland had. Tony Grossi's having fits right now because he thinks Jim Schwartz should get an interview. He won't. But, you know, if it was me, I would interview him. I'd give Jim Schwartz at least a token interview. Chris Shula, Rams defensive coordinator. Didn't you just do that song and dance with the Falcons? I know he's one of the hot names. I'm sorry, I'm skipping over that name. They just did it. You're going to sell that to your fan base? Another Rams defensive coordinator already. No. Clint Kubiak, Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator. That makes some sense. Longtime son of NFL coach Gary Kubiak. Clint's got a strong resume with a variety of strong offensive minds, including his own father, Stefanski, Kevin O'Connell, and Kyle Shanahan. He has devised an effective play-action heavy scheme in Seattle that has helped Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba to go to another level. Okay, I do want to point something out here. I'm going to tell you why Stefanski and Kubiak make sense. Is Kirk Cousins still going to be there? I'm just pointing that out. Especially Stefanski. Stefanski would love Kirk Cousins. He would love him. Matt LaFleur, Rams offensive coordinator. He's the brother of Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. And yeah, he's been good this year, but he hasn't been the play caller. And that always worries me. Brian Callahan got hired by the Titans because he was on that Bengal staff under Zach Taylor, who's under fire by fans, but they're keeping. That video is coming today as well. You'll probably see this one before you see that one. No, you'll see that one before you'll see this one. But the fans are mad as hell because they're keeping Zach Taylor. Well, the reason Brian Callahan didn't work out, wasn't some innovative mind, is because he didn't call the plays. Zach Taylor did. I'm sorry, I am not interviewing an offensive coordinator that does not call his own plays. And then the last guy on the list, Cliff Kingsbury. And by the way, Cliff's going to be picky, and Cliff's going to get another job because I got to be honest. There's been times that teams looked okay, even with Marcus Mariota. You know, their season tanked because Jaden Daniels got hurt, yada, yada, yada. The defense is terrible all of a sudden in Washington with the Redskins. Falcons fans, who's the head coach there? Dan Quinn. That's another guy that I just shook my head and was like, really? That's who you're hiring, Redskins? Okay. I actually kind of look for Dan Quinn to crash and burn with the Redskins. And maybe they elevate. Next year's going to be interesting. If they were to start out, let's say 1-5 next year, I could see the Redskins canning Dan Quinn and elevating Cliff Kingsbury. You mark it down. You heard it here first. Interesting. That's interesting. I don't hate any of those names, really, except for I don't hate the Chris Shula thing, except you're not going to you're going to try to sell your fan base on the second consecutive Rams DC. No, that's not going to work. And let me be clear about all these people floating around out there. And I should have said this in every damn video. If I am a team, the guy that I'm hiring is Mike McCarthy. Period. All right? Because all he does is just create a culture, foundation, and go out and win 11 or 12 games. He did it a lot of years with the Packers and had one bad year with the Cowboys. And by the way, he could have went back if he was willing to sign the contract that Jerry offered him. And he said, nah, I want more money, and left. But I would hire Mike McCarthy. Oh, but he's only won one ring. Your franchises, there's a bunch of continuous dumpster fires. Cardinals, ownership. Browns, ownership. Raiders, ownership. Falcons, ownership. Yada, yada, mother effing yada, all over the place. You're turning your nose up to Mike McCarthy? Seriously? You could only hope to have that kind of success from a coach. That's the one guy, he would be my Mike Vrabel of this year. Like if I'm the Browns, I'm calling him and I'm hiring him and I'm getting him in there. If I'm the Raiders, I'm calling him, I'm hiring him, and I'm getting him in there. Stabilize the franchise. Some of these mother effers just outthink the room and overthink it. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.